Let's talk about an old school rivalry. This one comes down to the NFC East for Hex and I. I rep Dallas, he reps Philly. But in this one, we knew that it was Dallas talking a lot of trash coming into it. Dallas's assistant coach, James Pleasure, was definitely on show because he was so proud of the way his squad adapted while Philly, once again, without Boombox, fell at the hands of their opponent. What did you guys see in this first match?
Yeah, in general, the immediate takeaway from me is that Fusion are still very uncomfortable when they're not running Boombox in their lineup. You know, as well, again, I say take it with a grain of salt because Elk himself, he's playing in an off role. Normally he's on main support, now he's on flex support. It's a change of positions, he's not used to playing it. So, of course, they're not going to be playing up to their peak and all their potential, but it has taken them, you know, off tilt a little.
I think Elk mechanically performed fine. It's his game sense that worries me a little bit. If you go look at that Numbani map where he comes around the corner on Transcendence, gets charged away from his team, that's a play that Boombox probably doesn't make. He knows how aggressive OG is trying to get those charges. So it's just a game sense. I don't blame him at all. It just seems like Philadelphia is not putting all the pieces together, but when both your supports are sick. And
can we talk about Dallas, though, here? I know you don't like the city, Hex, but the team came out to play today. Very impressive stuff. RCK was the player of the match, in my opinion. Who impressed you guys from Dallas in this one?
AKM, it's got to be. This guy, he turns up every single time. It seems that they put him in. They didn't put him in for Horizon, but I think they learned their mistake. Put him in a little bit later when they subbed him in finally when they wanted to get the win. A big part of this as well is the fact that AKM is one of the main callers for this team. He provides a lot of information behind the scenes. It's not necessarily, you know, he's not necessarily the best mechanically skilled Zarya player in the world. Doesn't maybe have the fanciest of Graviton surges, but it doesn't matter when you're calling the shots and you're calling it well.
Sorry to interrupt here. Carpe with the play of the day, despite the loss. Goes into spawn, switches to Widow, comes out, picks 3 headshots, including that falling headshot on Lucio to keep his game in it. But at the end of the day, it's RCK, OGE with the mop-up, and it's Dallas Fuel with a 3-1 victory.